Yeah, I think so too. I like having Dix backing up Peyton Sanford as your wing scorer because there were games where he was our best offensive threat, and we saw him do it, and so I'm glad to have him. But
Yeah, absolutely.
let's quickly. We don't need to dwell on too many of these games. Like we can talk about the ones that matter more a little bit. But we're just going to go win loss through the whole season right now for the Iowa
Oh
men.
man.
I marked you. Okay, I marked you down as wins for all the bye games against like the
Sure.
Southerns, the South Dakotas. You taking
Okay.
any of those teams to win in Carver?
Despite the PTSD of Eastern Illinois from a couple years ago now, yeah, we're gonna mark those all as dubs.
Okay, all right. So then that brings up our first non-conference game. I think there's a few non-conference games that we can point to that are up in the air. Neutral site game here in Moline, Illinois, I believe, against Washington State.
Yep.
Washington State made the tournament last year, but new coach, new roster for a large percentage. Not the same team that made the NCAA tournament. I've got this as a win. How do you feel about this matchup with Washington State?
Yeah, they're an interesting team for sure. One that I feels like we really don't know a ton about coming into it because Isaac Jones was their leading scorer, is gone, and Miles Rice was their second leading scorer, is at Indiana now. So, and I think we all know how deep the pockets go over there. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I believe they have one of their top third or fourth best scorers, both back from last year, just off the top of my head. I think they are, just with respect to them, kind of slated to take a bit of a step back. And I know KenPom had them as roughly a 10-point win for Iowa. It's going to be an Iowa crowd for sure with Brock and Owens' homecoming game, and they're going to be ready to play. So I think I'm definitely marking this one a win.
Yeah, I think so too. Another game against a tournament team here. I believe Utah State made the tournament from the Mountain West last year. Didn't they have great Osabor?
Yeah, he's at Washington now, but he's if I've heard correctly, one of the top paid players in the country. So that's interesting to me. So we'll see him later in the year. But yeah, I get again like a team I don't know a ton about, but they are slated to be pretty solid going into the year. I think again, we're seeing Iowa kind of play this to the advantage of getting these games scheduled.